Her quirk is what? Why would y'all do that to us? Just come on, bruh, man. See, don't y'all hate when they do little meaningless stuff like that, but then at the same time it gets your gears turning? Like, what is she saying? What's that word? What does it mean? Her quirk is what? This is gonna produce an entire Reddit forum, bruh. I promise it is. Welcome y'all to my Hero Academia chapter review cast. What's going on, y'all? Good morning. Y'all can see that I'm already in the uproar. The manga all morning has just been lit. It's been full of life, y'all. We got a lot of stuff to discuss, a lot of juice, a lot of stuff to talk about, y'all. So let's go ahead and just hop into it. So yeah, as I predicted, bruh, in my last chapter review, when Shigaraki dominated the Liberation Army, guys, I made a prediction. I said that the chapter, when we got to the heroes, it was either gonna go into the Christmas arc or a New Year's arc. But I wasn't sure, if they celebrated Christmas. But it's shonen, so they have their own worlds within the mangas. But come and behold, this man gave us both, so I was right on both of them. Kudos to me. I've just been on point when it comes to foreseeing what's going to happen as far as like where the stories are going. So you guys, you got to pay attention to what I'm saying, man. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, man. Y'all need to holler at me if y'all got any questions. Just come to me, bruh. But yeah. So as you guys know, in the previous chapters, I probably missed a couple reviews, but I'll cover a few hit highlights from the other chapters. Bakugo and Shoto, damn, I'm talking about Shigaraki. I'm ready to go ahead and get back into his shit. But nah, Shoto and Bakugo, they had an interview after their heroics. Basically everybody's saying that, you guys responded faster than the damn heroes and you guys only have provisional licenses. And, apparently on Bakugo's, in the interview didn't go so well, because how our Bakugo blow shit up first, ask questions later. He's just being him, strong head, hard ass, you feel me, not being reassuring to all of the citizens, that he'll be there to protect them, have faith in him, don't worry about anything. He's not on the point where he's instilling that into the people via his interviews or his presence yet, you feel me? So when they get back to the school, the first thing that they have is, a class on that, interview classes and everything like that. And so, everybody does like a little mock interview. They give a response, and like I said, basically point of the interview, introduce yourself, try to instill comfortability into the masses, ensure courage and faith in them and you, that you'll be there to protect them, everything, make sure they feel safe and things like that. So then we get to the point where everybody's talking about, as far as everybody, I mean like the teachers, you have All Might, you have the headmaster, you have Aizawa sensei, you have everybody in the room. They're talking about how the government's asking for the students to go undertake these internships again. Basically what they're saying is, as we saw in the Liberation Army arc, they covered up what happened in the media. As far as video and news outlets and everything, they got a cover up story to that. And that's what they're talking about now in this meeting. It might have something to do with the incident that happened over there. They don't know exactly what happened over there because of the cover up, but they know that has something to do with why the government's asking for the students to be assigned to these internships again, because as the headmaster said, they're feeling like they might be a shortage on heroes here. Or they could be preparing for something that is actually going to be disastrous in the future, i.e. the infiltration of the Liberation Shigaraki army. I forgot what their name is again, but they have like a new name. The Paranormal Liberation something. Yeah, I have to get that name again, guys. I'm sorry. I'm jumping right into this after reading the review. Reading the chapter. But yeah, we get to the point where, they're telling everybody that this might have something to do with that, as far as there's an uprising in villains and that the students have to be ready at any time. and they're just gonna call this, a winter break assignment, to keep it under wraps. Don't They don't want to worry the students about, everything like that. They want them to focus on their development into becoming heroes. So now we get to Christmas and we have little Santa Erie. She come through. She having a good time and everything. Azawa is in the corner like he is just dead ass tired from watching this little chick. I believe watching Erie is taking a toll on him because I feel as though he is using his quirk at a consistent rate when around her. Um, and she probably knows that it's him that's keeping her from going out of control, but she probably doesn't know to the extent that he's doing this. You feel me? So that's why she's able to live, she's coming a little bit out of her shell more and more each time we see her. First was with the music fest and everything like that, and secondly, now here, she's interacting it with everybody. Um, she really said she said trick or treat when it was actually Christmas, so she had the wrong holiday. It was kind of cute and everything like that. You feel me? So then, um, Shoto, he asked Bakugo and Deku if they want to come to intern with his father, Endeavor. And of course, as we saw in this current chapter, they have a flashback to when they go ahead and present that idea to All Might, and All Might's like, yeah, go ahead and do it. He's the number two hero. There's no other better experience than being by his side. This, especially for you, Bakugo, because you're just like him, and I think that there's some things that you can actually pick up from him. And Bakugo makes a comment to Deku about how he would have been done mastered the Black Whip by now. He would have had all that under control there. And Deku was like, "Yeah, you probably right about that, bro. For real, like low key. You feel me?" So, we got Deku, uh, Shoto, and Bakugo. They're pulling up to Endeavor's office. You feel me? And they see Endeavor, and immediately we get this flashback from Deku, and he's like, at first when I first met this guy, I was kind of afraid of him, but there's something about the air around him. It's different now. So they start walking and everything down the street. The guys have their suitcases, their kits, and everything like that. And Endeavor's talking to him. He's talking to Bakugo, and the funny thing is the interaction between the two of them. It was like, Shoto, I told you to pick your friends differently. Could you really be friends with this guy? and Bakugo, he's just asking questions and stuff, being a hard ass like he normally is. And so they're saying that Deku and Bakugo's like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna learn everything I can from this experience, from being with him. You feel me? And Endeavor's, reminding them like, honestly, I just wanted my son to come by himself, but the only reason I took y'all is because he asked me to. And I know that if I would have said no, he probably would have said no. So that's why you're here. And don't expect any special treatment or one-on-one treatment from me. Oh, and like I said, when he first introduced, he's like, hi, guys, welcome to your internships. Oh, is that what you thought I was going to say? Like I said, I just wanted my son here. I don't know about you other two, but I have to babysit you. So bring your ass. Come on. So they walking down the street. And all of a sudden, you know, Endeavor, he takes off. He flames up and he takes off. He was like, y'all just sit back and watch me. And right as he says that, he looks behind him and Deku, Bakugo, and Shoto are on go. They're like, give us your orders. Let's go. Now, in this moment, we see the growth of those three. No questions asked. No hesitation. No, what should I do? This is a pro hero situation. We need to leave this to the pro. They are on go. They are. Tell us what to do. Give us your orders. I love it. I love that moment. It's from all three of them. They just take out their gear. They're on go, and right behind Endeavor. They're not interrupting him, getting in his way. Tell us what you want us to do. Bam. But Endeavor being Endeavor, I already told you what I want you to do. I want you to stay back. You feel me? And so then we get the view of Hawks. Now, I have a couple theories going around with Hawks, but I'm gonna get into that. But let's just talk about him for a second. Hawks comes back, to the paranormal army after having a meeting with the Heroes Association about, well, he wasn't having a meeting. He was talking to him about, how he had contact with Dobby, but now that they're all within this new paranormal army, we're going to have like secret meetings or code for any messages that we send. You feel me? Because things are tight now. So I believe that the reason that Bakugo didn't go back to Best Jeanist is because Hawks. I think Hawks defeated Best Jeanist. So now Hawks pulls back up to the Liberation Paranormal Army, and they were, oh, Mister Number Two, where are you? And you feel me? So he was like, I was just out trying to get me some coffee. You feel me? This, that, and the third. And then we have this new guy. His name is Slide and Go. And he's talking shit to Hawks, talking about, oh yeah, you might be the number two hero, but in this organization, I'm your superior. And Hawks is like, oh yeah, yeah, yes sir, yes sir. And then you have this other guy. He comes out of black. He was like, superior, don't make me laugh, as he comes through the shadows and he looks at Hawks and Slide and Go, and he was like, first of all, Hawks, being the number two hero, has more connections in the Heroes Association than you do. You might have be able to gather information from the people and everything like that, but at the same time, Hawks is in a whole nother league, and you dare call yourself his superior? And he tosses Hawks a drink, and I think it's like some kind of soda or something. He was like, yeah, I saw that you were probably going to only have to get black coffee. And Hawks looks at the guy like, yeah, that would have been kind of disgusting. You feel me? So then, going back, like I said, when Endeavor's charging in, and the guys Todoroki, Shoto, and Todoroki is Shoto. I'm sorry, Todoroki, Shoto, and Bakugo and Deku were charging with them. Hawks is sitting up there on the damn roof, watching all this shit go down. He's like, oh shit, this had to be bad timing. You feel me? So we don't know what's about to happen right now. Now the thing is, one, I don't know what made Endeavor take off like that. Could have been a siren, an explosion. I read the chapter like 3 times. So if you guys saw what it was, just let me know in the comments. You feel me? But I don't know. I think he was probably just testing them to see if they could keep up with them or whatever. But going back to Hawks, let's talk about Hawks for a second. Because this double quadruple agent shit, it's for the birds. No pun intended. But it is, you guys. One, we saw that when Hawks and Endeavor took on High End, Hawks gave his all. You feel me? Down to the last damn feather. Hawks gave his all. But then, right after that, we saw him take out Best Genius. We don't know if he took him out. We saw him pull up to his apartment or his hideout or whatever. So now we see him interacting with Dobby. So is Dobby also a double agent? Does this go and play into his backstory? Is Dobby just a code name? You feel me? Um, because right now in the fandom, we are thirsty for any breadcrumb that relates him to the Todoroki household. We need some kind of just a taste, even just a taste of hint that that's his son, that he is Endeavor's son. You feel me? Because last time when those two met, Endeavor could barely see. He was on zero. He was barely holding himself up, and he was blind, and he couldn't see the guy. But I guess one, he did that for for publicity value. What I mean is, he wanted to show that he was willing to go up against the Endeavor. People might in his organizations might have had their thoughts or theories that he himself, them two, might think he's his son, and he won't actually go up against the heroes or whatnot. But he probably wanted to do that, show them like, I'm willing to take this guy on myself. You feel me? And it was in the news and all, so it was all over the world. Everybody saw it. Another thing, you guys, is that we need to see more of how Shigaraki, Nana, is that her name? The first all for one, one for all mights sensei. We need to see their relationship basically because one, why is it that Deku's mom looks kind of like her? They have the same hairstyle, they have the same green hair and all, you feel me? Why is that? Could they have been sisters? Could in the end Shigaraki be Deku's cousin, bruh? Bruh, I'll die. I will fucking die. If that's the case, y'all heard it here first. If not, yeah, go ahead and get ready to bash me.
Fucking dare you? His cousin? That just makes any sense. You just say anything about these reviews. I'm just here to hear the bullshit you say so I can have more of it.
You know what? Do what you got to do, bruh. But at the same time, as I said, could be there are different. So, like I said, the mangaka only have these panels, and they use the illustrations in order to convey things to us that they can't outright write in the bubbles. You feel me? So, like I said, this letter on this screenshot, this is gonna start like 18 different Reddit forums. Her quirk is what, bro? Her quirk is what? Y'all ain't have to do that shit to us. Y'all just be playing with us, bro. Y'all just be playing with us. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what Hawks is up to this next chapter, as far as everybody running into him. And I thought Tokiyomi would have been with Hawks, as far as his internship. I thought damn sure he would have went straight to him. Hell, he taught my boy how to fly. That's my second favorite character, Tokiyomi. I love him, and Tokiyomi is like my favorite character. I'm sorry, he is. I just love him, and I can't wait to see where he goes. I feel as though he is Kurogiri's son. I'll get into a whole video about that, but I do feel like Tokoyami is Kirigiri's son, and that might tie into Tokoyami being the spy. He might unwillingly be a spy, but he might be a spy because in this chapter, All Might says that all of the students have a hero's heart. That might be true, but at the same time, he might be in a situation where he has to relay information to his father, Kirigiri. Not no theoretically, guys. I'm sorry, I said trying to make it factual because one, they have the same shadow thing going on. You feel me? Where they can encompass their bodies in shadows. Yeah, some people do have quirks that kind of look alike. There was some guys that Todoroki Shoto was fighting in the that arc, with the guy that could turn the items bigger. Some people have fire quirks there, so some people might have similar quirks. But this one here is too similar because one, they dwell in darkness, and the darkness cloaks their body. Only thing is, one, Kirogiri has transportation. His is to transport people and things like that, whereas Tokoyami's is actually offensive. You feel me? So that's the only difference that I honestly see, and the consistency of the darkness. It's like Kirogiri's is like this astral gas type deal going on, whereas Tokoyami's is kind of like kind of more solidified, if you will. So yeah, that'd be interesting to see. That is my theory again. If y'all come across that, if it comes true, y'all heard it here first, bruh. But yeah, man. Looks like things are gonna get interesting. The manga's always it's just been lit for these past few weeks, y'all. So let's see if they can keep this up, bruh. I appreciate y'all time. Drop me a like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you dislike the video, dislike it, let me know. Holla at me. Appreciate your time and have a good morning.